know that feeling, don't you? That little whisper in your mind, or maybe a booming thought, that says, well, I'm just getting old. It creeps in when your knee aches a bit more than it used to, or when you can't quite recall a name that's right on the tip of your tongue, or when you see younger people effortlessly navigate new gadgets. It's that subtle, insidious belief that aging means an inevitable decline, a slow fade into irrelevance, aches, and a mind that just isn't as sharp as it once was. We've all been conditioned to believe that getting older automatically means giving up certain parts of ourselves, certain abilities, certain joys. It's a painful reality that many of us internalize, almost without realizing it. We accept these narratives about aging as truth, and in doing so, we might unintentionally limit our own potential and our own happiness. But what if I told you that much of what we've been led to believe about aging isn't just a little bit wrong, but entirely false? What if some of the very things that make you feel old are nothing more than outdated myths, easily debunked by science and by the lived experiences of vibrant, thriving older adults all around us? Imagine shedding that heavy weight of expectation, that burden of perceived decline, and discovering that your best years, your most fulfilling years, are still ahead of you, or are right now. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 6 common aging myths that have held us back for far too long. Myths that literally make you feel older than you are. We'll uncover the truth behind each one and show you how to reclaim your vitality, your strength, and your sharp mind. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. A powerful truth that can truly transform your perspective on growing older. So, let's peel back the first layer of misconception. Starting with a deeply ingrained belief that often strikes fear into our hearts, the idea that cognitive decline, losing our memory, our sharp thinking, and our ability to learn, is simply an inevitable part of getting older. How many times have you heard someone shrug and say, "Oh, it's just old age," when they forget where they put their keys or struggle with a new concept? This myth suggests that our brains are like old machines, destined to rust and break down over time, that our learning capacity diminishes beyond repair, and that true intellectual growth is primarily for the young. It's a disheartening thought, isn't it? It implies a future where our minds become less capable, less curious, less engaged with the world around us, and it can make us retreat, stop challenging ourselves, and ultimately feel much older and less capable than we truly are. But here's the wonderful truth. A truth that science has been confirming with increasing clarity: our brains are remarkably adaptable, capable of growth and change throughout our entire lives, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. This means your brain isn't a fixed entity that peaks at 25 and then slowly fades. Instead, it's more like a muscle, constantly responding to challenges, forming new connections, and even generating new brain cells. Regardless of your chronological age, the idea that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, absolutely false when it comes to the human brain. What often gets mistaken for inevitable cognitive decline is often simply a lack of stimulation or engagement. When we stop challenging our brains, when we fall into routines that require less mental effort, our cognitive functions might indeed become a little rusty, but that's not decline. That's just a lack of exercise. So, how do we keep this amazing brain of ours not just ticking over, but truly thriving? It boils down to consistent mental engagement and seeking novelty. Think of it like this: if you wanted to keep your body fit, you wouldn't just sit on the sofa all day. Would you? You'd move. You'd walk. You'd stretch. The same principle applies to your brain. Start by embracing learning something new. This isn't about going back to school for a degree, unless you want to. Of course, it could be something as simple as learning a new language, even just a few phrases each week. Download a language app, find a free online course, or join a conversation group. The act of grappling with new vocabulary and grammar builds new neural pathways. Or maybe pick up a musical instrument you've always wanted to play, a ukulele, a keyboard, or even just some basic drumming. The coordination and pattern recognition involved are fantastic brain exercises. Learning a new complex skill, like coding, or even taking up bridge or chess, can be incredibly stimulating. Even something like trying new recipes and mastering new cooking techniques, or diving into complex puzzles like Sudoku or crosswords, offers valuable mental workouts. The key is to challenge yourself, to step outside your comfort zone and allow your brain to stretch and grow. This isn't about preventing decline. It's about promoting ongoing growth and keeping your mind vibrant and agile. Now, let's move on to the second myth that makes so many of us feel older than our years. The belief that you absolutely cannot build muscle after 60, that once you reach a certain age, your strength is on an irreversible downward slide. We often hear about sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. And while it is a real phenomenon that naturally occurs, it's frequently presented as an unalterable destiny. This myth leads many older adults to shy away from any form of strength training, assuming it's either too late, too dangerous, or simply pointless. The consequence, a gradual weakening that makes everyday tasks harder, opening jars, climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, and contributes to a feeling of frailty and dependency, making us feel genuinely old and limited. But here's the powerful counter-narrative. Backed by overwhelming scientific evidence and countless inspiring examples, you absolutely can build muscle and increase your strength at any age, including well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Your muscles retain their ability to respond to resistance and grow. Regardless of how many candles were on your last birthday cake, the key isn't to prevent muscle loss. It's to actively stimulate muscle growth. Think of it not as halting an inevitable process, but as actively reversing or significantly slowing it down, and often gaining new ground. This isn't just about looking good, though there's nothing wrong with that. It's about maintaining your independence, improving your balance, reducing your risk of falls, and making daily life easier and more enjoyable. It means having the strength to lift your grandchildren, carry your groceries with ease, and feel confident and capable in your own body. So, what's the actionable advice here? It's simple: embrace strength training. And no, this doesn't mean you have to hit the gym and start bench pressing huge weights. It means consistently engaging your muscles against some form of resistance. For beginners, this can be incredibly effective with just your own body weight. Think about doing wall push-ups, chair squats, or stepping up and down a sturdy stair. As you get stronger, you can introduce resistance bands, which are portable, inexpensive, and offer a great way to challenge various muscle groups. Light dumbbells or even household items like water bottles or cans of soup can be used for bicep curls or shoulder presses. The important thing is progressive overload, gradually increasing the challenge as you get stronger. This could mean doing more repetitions, adding more sets, or increasing the resistance. Aim for 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week, allowing a day of rest in between for your muscles to recover and rebuild. Focus on major muscle groups, your legs, core, back, and arms. If you're unsure where to start, consider working with a certified personal trainer, even for a few sessions, who can teach you proper form and create a safe, effective routine tailored to your abilities. Consistency is far more important than intensity in the beginning. Remember, every rep you do, every weight you lift, is a step towards a stronger, more capable you. Dismantling that myth of inevitable weakness and proving that you are never too old to build strength. Now that we've discussed the myths around cognitive decline and muscle loss, and seen how capable your brain and body truly are, let's move on to another set of misconceptions that might be holding you back from living your fullest, most active life. Let's continue our journey through these aging myths. And the next one we need to tackle is a big one. Often whispered by well-meaning friends or even ourselves, the idea that as you get older, you absolutely have to slow down, stop being so active, and generally take it easy. This myth paints a picture of graceful retirement evolving into a sedentary lifestyle, where energetic pursuits are replaced by quiet contemplation, usually from a comfortable armchair. It suggests that pushing yourself physically is risky, that your body just can't handle the same level of activity it once could, and that the best path is one of caution and reduced movement. The insidious part of this myth is that it often leads to a self-fulfilling prophecy. When we believe we should slow down, we often do, which then leads to a loss of stamina. strength, and mobility, reinforcing the initial belief that we are, indeed, too old for certain activities. This isn't just about physical activity. It translates to feeling less vibrant, less capable of spontaneity, and less engaged with the world. It makes us feel truly old, confined by invisible barriers of age. But the empowering truth is precisely the opposite: staying active and finding enjoyable ways to move your body regularly is one of the most powerful anti-aging strategies there is, and it's entirely within your control. Your body is designed for movement, and it thrives on it, no matter your age. The benefits extend far beyond just physical fitness. Regular activity boosts your mood, improves your sleep, sharpens your cognitive function, and even strengthens your immune system. It's not about maintaining the same intensity you did in your 20s. It's about finding activities that you enjoy and that challenge you appropriately for where you are right now. The key is consistent, enjoyable movement, not sitting still. Think about all the older adults you know who are still hiking, dancing, swimming, cycling, playing pickleball, or tending vigorous gardens. They aren't slowing down. They're showing us what's truly possible. So, how do you actively combat this myth? Start by redefining what activity means for you. It doesn't have to be competitive sports or grueling gym sessions. It's about finding joy in motion. If you haven't been very active, begin gently. Walking is a fantastic starting point. Aim for a brisk walk around your neighborhood, a local park, or even a shopping mall. Gradually increase your distance and pace. Consider joining a walking group. The social aspect can be incredibly motivating. Water aerobics or swimming are excellent options, as the buoyancy of the water reduces impact on your joints while still providing a great full-body workout. Tai Chi is another wonderful choice, combining gentle movement with balance and mindfulness, which is fantastic for both body and mind. Dancing, whether it's ballroom, line dancing, or simply putting on your favorite music and moving around your living room, is a joyful way to stay active. Gardening can be surprisingly strenuous and rewarding. Even active chores around the house, like cleaning or yard work, count. The crucial element is to find what you genuinely enjoy, something that makes you want to move. Set realistic goals, listen to your body, and don't be afraid to try new things. The goal isn't to run a marathon unless you want to. It's to integrate movement into your daily life so seamlessly that it becomes a natural, enjoyable part of who you are, keeping you vibrant and feeling years younger. Don't let the myth of inevitable slowdown dictate your potential. Embrace the power of joyful movement. Now, let's turn our attention to another persistent myth, one that often creates a chasm between generations and can make us feel out of touch and, yes, old. The idea that older people simply can't learn new technology. How often have you heard phrases like, "Oh, I'm just not good with computers," or "That's for the youngsters," when faced with a new smartphone, a smart TV, or an online service? This myth suggests that our brains lose the flexibility required to grasp complex new systems, that technology moves too fast for us to keep up, and that it's simply easier to stick to what we know. The painful reality of buying into this myth is that it can isolate us, limit our access to vital information and services, prevent us from connecting with loved ones in new ways, and make us feel truly antiquated in a rapidly evolving world. It can feel like the world is leaving us behind, making us feel genuinely old and less connected. But here's the liberating truth: your brain's capacity to learn, as we discussed earlier, remains intact. And that absolutely includes learning new technology, while the learning process might feel a little different than it did when you were younger, perhaps requiring a bit more patience and repetition. The ability is absolutely there. Furthermore, technology, especially in recent years, has become incredibly user-friendly and intuitive, often designed with accessibility in mind. Embracing new technology isn't just about keeping up. It's about unlocking new avenues for connection, entertainment, convenience, and lifelong learning. It means video calls with grandkids across the globe, accessing a vast library of books with a tap, managing appointments and banking from the comfort of your home, or exploring new hobbies through online tutorials. It's a bridge to the modern world, not a barrier. So, what's the practical way to conquer this myth? Start small and focus on a specific need or interest. Don't try to learn everything at once. Maybe you want to see pictures of your grandchildren on social media. Or you want to video call a friend who lives far away. Or you want to order groceries online. Identify one clear goal. Then, approach it step by step. There are abundant resources available. Family and friends. Don't be afraid to ask younger family members for help. They often love to share their knowledge. And it's a wonderful way to bond. Ask them to sit with you and patiently walk you through a specific task. Community classes. Many local libraries, senior centers, or community colleges offer free or low-cost classes specifically designed for older adults learning technology basics. These environments are often very supportive and allow you to learn at your own pace. Online tutorials. YouTube is a fantastic resource. If you want to learn how to use a specific app or device, type "how to use name of app device" into the search bar, and you'll find countless video tutorials that show you exactly what to do. Be patient and persistent. You won't master everything overnight, and that's perfectly normal. Expect to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Celebrate small victories, like successfully sending your first text with an emoji or making a video call. Remember, technology is a tool designed to make your life easier and more connected, not to frustrate you. Embrace the learning process, even the moments of challenge, and you'll soon discover a whole new world of possibilities. Shattering that myth of technological incompetence and feeling empowered. Not old. Next, we'll dive into more essential truths about staying comfortable and connected as you age, tackling even more widespread beliefs that mistakenly make us feel limited. Finally, let's address the sixth and perhaps most poignant myth, one that strikes at the very core of our sense of self and purpose. The idea that as you age, you inevitably lose your purpose, your social connections, and fade into the background, becoming less relevant to society. This myth often suggests that retirement means an end to meaningful contribution, that your circle of friends naturally shrinks, and that loneliness is an unavoidable companion in later life. It paints a picture of isolation, of being forgotten, and of a life with less direction and joy. The painful reality of internalizing this myth is that it can lead to genuine feelings of emptiness, disengagement, and indeed, profound loneliness, making us feel truly old and without direction. But here's the powerful, uplifting truth that completely refutes this notion: aging can, and absolutely should, be a time of renewed purpose, deeper connections, and profound personal growth. Your wisdom, your experience, and your unique perspective become more valuable, not less. And your capacity for connection, for building new friendships, and for contributing to your community remains absolutely vibrant. Retirement isn't an ending. It's often a new beginning, an opportunity to pursue passions you never had time for, to give back in ways you always dreamed of, and to connect with people on a deeper level. Life purpose and social connection are not exclusive to youth. They are human needs that evolve and can be nurtured at every stage of life. So, how do we actively cultivate purpose and strong social connections as we age? Find your new purpose. This doesn't have to be a grand, world-changing endeavor. Purpose can be found in many forms. It could be volunteering for a cause you care deeply about, whether it's at a local animal shelter, a hospital, a school, or a community garden. Your skills and life experience are invaluable. Maybe your purpose is to mentor younger people, sharing your professional or personal wisdom. It could be dedicating yourself to a new hobby, like painting, pottery, writing, or learning a new skill that brings you immense satisfaction and allows you to create something beautiful. It might even be found in your family, becoming an active, engaged grandparent, or supporting your adult children. The key is to find something that gives you a reason to get up in the morning, something that sparks your passion and makes you feel useful and alive. Actively cultivate social connections. Don't wait for friendships to come to you. Actively seek them out. Join groups, Look for clubs or organizations centered around your interests. Book clubs, walking groups, bridge clubs, crafting circles, gardening clubs, or even local history societies are fantastic places to meet like-minded people. Volunteer. As mentioned, volunteering not only provides purpose, but also introduces you to a network of individuals who share your values. Take classes. Whether it's a cooking class, a language course, or an art workshop, learning in a group setting is a natural way to forge new connections. Embrace intergenerational connections. Don't limit your friendships to your own age group. Connect with younger people through mentorship programs, family gatherings, or community events. You have so much to offer them, and they have so much fresh perspective to offer you. Utilize technology, as we discussed. Use video calls, social media groups, or online forums to connect with distant friends and family, or to find communities based on shared interests. Be proactive. Reach out to old friends. Invite new acquaintances for coffee, or organize social gatherings. It takes effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Remember, purpose and connection are not external forces that happen to you. They are internal states that you actively cultivate through engagement and intention. By embracing new opportunities, sharing your gifts, and nurturing your relationships, you can live a life rich with meaning and companionship, proving this myth entirely false. So, there you have it. 6 powerful myths about aging. Thoroughly debunked. We've seen that cognitive decline isn't inevitable. Your brain is always ready to learn. You absolutely can build muscle and strength at any age. You don't have to slow down. Joyful movement is your ally. You are perfectly capable of learning new technology, opening up incredible new worlds. Chronic aches and pains are not your predetermined future. You have so much power to manage and reduce discomfort. And finally, your purpose and social connections can flourish and deepen with age, not fade away. Remember, small, consistent changes, fueled by a positive and informed mindset, can make a monumental difference to your health, your happiness, and your overall quality of life. The greatest trick these myths play is convincing us that our potential shrinks with each passing year. But the truth is, your potential for growth, joy, and contribution only expands as you accumulate wisdom and experience. I truly hope this video has sparked something within you, a renewed sense of possibility. What are your thoughts on these myths? Have you experienced any of them firsthand? Or have you found ways to defy them? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your stories can inspire and empower so many others in our community. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from hearing these truths. And for more content that helps you live your most vibrant, fulfilling life at every stage, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. You are not just getting older, you are getting better, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Live your best life at every age. You truly deserve it.